Hi, I'm Lisa. Welcome to my channel. This is my random recipes. These are the desserts. I'm currently working my way through the cakes. Today's cake is from my Grandma Ann. This cake is called Grandma Ann's Carrot Bundt Cake with apricots and coconut. Grandma was always the hostess. She was always feeding people. And I've said it before, but you never went to see Grandma unless you were hungry because she would feed you. And no, it's not an option. This recipe kind of reminds me of an everything but the kitchen sink kind of recipe. It has a lot in it. It might be good, but it kind of looks kind of interesting. It looks like it would be perfect for autumn. Even though it has a lot in it, I think it's going to go together rather quickly. This is going to be a little bit of work, so I guess I better get to it. First step is to mash our carrots. So I weighed out a pound of carrots. I peeled them, cut them up, cooked them for about 15 or 20 minutes till they're fork tender, and now we're just going to mash them up. Kind of chunky, but they're still soft, so I think that should be okay. I think we're good. Let's set that aside. This is our flour. This is 2 1/2 cups flour. This is my cinnamon. This is 1 1/2 teaspoons of ground cinnamon. The baking powder is 1 1/4 teaspoons. And the baking soda is 3/4 of a teaspoon. Creaming our sugar and butter. Here's our sugar. We have 3/4 of a cup of butter at room temperature. Even though it's been sitting out, it's pretty firm. We're supposed to add our salt, 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt, and we're going to add our eggs. So we have 3 eggs. I'm going to beat them together as is for just a little bit, and then I will add them to our sugar and butter. Okay, now we'll pour them in there, and we'll go back to this. That should do it. Supposed to add our vanilla. Well, since I spilled my vanilla, I get to add some new. This is about, what, 1/2 teaspoon? This is fancy vanilla that was a gift to me from a friend who went to Mexico. Very fragrant. It doesn't have the brown color to it. Interesting. So then I'm going to set this aside. So now we're going to add this guy in. And now we'll stir that in. And now we're going to start adding in our carrots a little bit at a time. And a little bit more. Get the rest of it. Seems a little dry. Let me get my hand there with my hands. Oh, I am missing one thing. 1/3 cup of milk. That would make a difference. 1 cup of nuts. These are again my go-to, which are pecans. Doing 1 cup plus 2 tablespoons of flaked coconut. And then we have 8 dried apricot halves that have been cut up, so about 1/2 cup. I'm gonna kind of fold this together, combine it again. That looks good. Okay, so I'm gonna go wash my hand. This is my 12 cup Bundt pan. I have buttered it and it's floured, so it's well prepared. Let's see, I think this is the first time I've ever made Bundt cake. I don't ever remember making one before. Fortunately, I had a Bundt pan. I think my mom gave this to me. This is going to go into a 350-degree oven. It is going to bake for about 55 minutes. I think I'll go ahead and set it for about 50. Check it then and see if it's done. And if not, we can always give it another 5 minutes. And then I will be back. Okay, so the cake is in the oven. It's still baking. It's still got a ways to go. While it's baking, this cake has an orange glaze that goes over the top while it's still warm. I'm going to go ahead and make the glaze right now. It's pretty simple. There is 1 cup plus 3 tablespoons of powdered sugar. Into that, we are going to whisk 1/4 of a cup of orange juice. And then this is 2 teaspoons of orange peel that's been finely grated. I tried to find orange peel in the store in the spice section, It's becoming kind of a hard thing to find. I could have gone on a quest looking for it, but rather than do that, I just opted in buying myself a microplane. Bought an orange and I grated it myself. So this is our glaze. It's very orangey colored. Smells very orangey. I'm gonna set this aside. When the cake is ready to be glazed, we'll come back and we'll do all the finishing touches. I'm back. It has taken a while. It did take it took 50 minutes for it to bake. I checked it at 50 minutes. It was done. So I took it out. It cooled for 25 minutes. Then I took it out of the pan. It's been still cooling, but it's still quite warm. It's still warm. Not enormously so, but it is still warm. There's a little bit of a crack right there. Not too bad. Now we're going to glaze it. This is very orange. I think I'm just going to kind of drizzle it on there. Very orangey smelling. Okay. Apparently I made a small mistake when I was putting my cake together. The amount of coconut that was supposed to go into the cake was 1 cup. I put 1 cup plus 2 tablespoons. The 2 tablespoons were supposed to go on top of the cake. So there's 2 tablespoons extra in the cake, and we might as well put these 2 tablespoons on top as our garnish. But there's a little bit extra coconut in the cake. I don't think it's going to be the end of the world. Cut out a slice and let me taste it. Here is a slice of cake. There are big chunks of carrot, but they are cooked, so they should be soft. They are soft. Okay, let's get an actual taste of this cake. The orange is very bright. There is a lot of coconut in there. I don't think the 2 tablespoons really made that much of a difference. There's nuts. Orange is very dominant. It's not bad. It's just I taste that more than I taste just about everything else. I thought maybe if I took a bite of more of it, an interior part of the cake, that could be less orangey, but definitely strong on the orange. Let's set this aside. I was really kind of on the fence about this cake. In some ways it looked pretty good, and in other ways it kind of reminded me of Grandma Ann's Jello molds. I think I've spoke of them before. Never knew for sure what you're going to get in them. And with the Jello, it had things like mandarin oranges and pineapple and celery and cottage cheese. And don't get me wrong, Grandma was a great cook. That doesn't mean I liked everything that she made. This is good. It's just, I don't know, if it's kind of not my cup of tea. Next time I will have another recipe from my grandma, and this one is going to be chocolate, so it's probably going to be pretty good. It looks pretty promising. I think you're going to want to come back for that one. I will include the ingredients and the preparation for Grandma Ann's carrot bun cake with apricots and coconut. Can't seem to get that right. In the description below. If you have any questions or other feedback from me, please feel free to reach out to me in the comments. I really do enjoy hearing from you. If you do get this recipe, please drop an emoji into the comments to let me know what you think of it. Good, bad, or ugly. Hi, Cookie. Turn this down so you can see her. There's Cookie. She come to say hello. Hey, Cookie. Hi, baby. Huh? Happy doggy. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate that. It helps my channel to continue to grow. And today is my anniversary. This is 2 years this week that I started recording these videos. So hopefully I've grown and improved over the last 2 years. Thanks for joining me on my journey through the desserts and through the cakes. I'll see you again next time. Bye.